Hi, this is Angie from the Prairie Lakes Wellness Center. Welcome to today's Be Fit, Be Well Challenge. Grin and Barre It. Join me for this 30-minute fun, fast-paced, strength-based, bar-inspired workout. We're going to focus on introductory bar movements that I will give lots of options for all levels. So if you've never tried bar, today's a great time to try it. Or if you've been practicing for a while, I'll give options to turn the intensity up as well. For today's workout, you're going to need some equipment. You're going to want to grab a fitness mat or a yoga mat. If you don't have one of those, maybe a beach towel will work well. Keep in mind the type of flooring you're going to be doing the workout on. I've also grabbed an extra hand towel. Towards the end of the workout, we're going to be on hands and knees, so I'm going to use that for a little extra cushioning under my knees. Finally, you're going to want to set up your space near a wall or a chair, and this is going to be used for balance and stability. It's going to be our substitute bar today. Finally, a pair of weights, which are optional. We're going to use those in the upper body segment. I recommend starting with 1 or 2 pound weights. If you don't have weights, that's okay. You can grab an evenly weighted pair of water bottles or soup cans. That will work well. So for today's workout, we're going to start out with a warm-up to get the blood flowing. We'll move into an upper body segment, which will be about 8 minutes long. We'll then move into legs, which will focus on thighs and glutes. And then we'll end with some more core and stretching on the floor. So one more thing is, because of copyright and licensing laws, I'm unable to play music. So if you would like to add your own background music at home to create a little more motivation, energy, a little more spice to your workout, I invite you to do that. We're going to begin now in parallel hips distance, like we begin in almost every bar class. Heels are under hip bones, not the outside of the hips. You're going to press into your feet, soften the knees. Really lengthening through your spine, pulling the core in nice and tight. Rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. We're going to take a big deep breath in. Inhale up. Good. 3 more times. Get the blood flowing. 2. Nice stretch. Last one. Hands come down. Again, shoulders roll up, back, and down. Hands to hips. And we're just going to start out with some knee lifts or a march. You're going to add that opposite arm. And you're going at the speed that feels right for you. So for today, I'm going to be teaching facing you, as well as on profile some of the time. Here we want to pretend we're 2 to 4 inches taller than we actually are. Really lengthening through the spine. Zipping that front core, that abdominal wall up nice and tight. The arms are swinging, super strong and straight. As the knee lifts, the toe points and the arch of that foot activates. Shoulders are soft. So we're going to keep on with the knees. We're going to widen the base. The arms are going to come up. Inhale, exhale. Opposite knee towards elbow. Again, keeping the hips forward. Twisting from the middle of the spine. Relaxing the shoulders. Total control in your movement. No momentum. We got 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Shake it out. Good. We're going to drop to one knee and grab the weights you'd like to use today. Coming back to that parallel. Shoulders roll up, back, and down. Pressing into feet, softening the knees. We're going to compress the arms up to shoulder height. Rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. Squeezing the upper back so you really feel like your arm bones are pulled back into sockets. Straightening the arms. Without locking out, we're going to press the weights down and up. So we're really moving with control. Looking straight ahead. The chin is level with the ground. Pressing through those feet. We want to think about ears being over shoulders, over hips, over heels, so try to avoid leaning back. Core is zipped up. But knit the top of that rib cage together where it meets, so it almost feels like you're closing that rib cage. And pause and freeze. We're going to flip the palms down. Shoulders are going to roll up, back, and down. Little teeny ups. So more of an up than a down. Again, little bend to the elbows. Maybe you're going to hover your heels up if you want. Sink a little bit lower. Get those legs waking up. Moving with tiny movements, really precise. Here's 4, 3, 2, and freeze and hold. We're going to take little circles now, teeny tiny. We're going to reverse directions in a moment, so keep this moving. For 10, squeezing under the armpits, really feeling that front shoulder. 4, 3, 2, and freeze and hold. Reversing directions. You're breathing, really using that core. We're using the core in every single movement today. Here's 4, and 3, and 2. Freeze and hold. Palms are going to turn in. Feet are going to come down if they were lifted. You're going to fold the arms 90 degrees. Bring them towards your cheeks, and we're going to reach out and pull in. Good. So I really want you to focus on putting this into the biceps. Again, try not to lean back. Pulling with that imaginary, I like to imagine like a piece of tubing and you're pulling it from your ears. Almost like you're flexing the biceps as they come in. Maybe putting a pair of imaginary walnuts at the crook of those arms. So when your arms pull in, you're cracking those walnuts. Here's 4, and 3, 2, hold 90, try to get those elbows under the wrists, and little ups, teeny tiny. Again, lifting those heels up if you want. Sinking a little bit lower. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and freeze. Arms are going to reach out. We're going to pull them open to a T, focusing on middle shoulder, and we're going to flush it down and up. Maybe take the feet back down, giving your legs a little bit of a break. You can even give it a little bit of a wiggle. Now, the arms are moving perfectly at a T, so you should be able to see the weights in your side vision. If you feel any discomfort in your neck, weights are going to go away. You're just going to work with the arms. Also, take breaks if you need them. Just shake it out, and then come back and join us when you're ready. Take it up and hold. Maybe the heels lift up one more time, coming a little bit lower. Finding those little ups again, teeny tiny. More of an up than a down. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7. Also, if you cannot keep your arms up shoulder height, weights go away. Here's 4, 3, 2, and freeze. We're going to take it to a set of flutters. So a little bend, stretch, press through the elbow. Now we don't want to lock out, so it's just almost a straight arm, but not quite. Really feel the shoulders start to fire. You're also going to see this a little bit later in the workout. Coming a little bit lower. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, freeze. Palms turn forward. Upper arms come to rib cage. Shoulders up, back, and down. Maybe spread the fingertips. You're going to squeeze between your shoulder blades like you have a pencil between those shoulder blades. Keeping our bodies upright, shoulders over hips. Or if you want a little more gravity, keep the squeeze and you're going to hinge forward 30 to 45 degrees. Feet are going to come down so you can really focus on that middle back. And we're going to take it to little backs. Now the arms are along for the ride. So you're squeezing that pencil. You're really squeezing the shoulder blades together. I call this the tech neck strengthener, because if you spend a lot of time rounding on your phone or at your computer or driving in the car, those middle back muscles tend to get a little weaker. That's a great strengthening. Really isometrically isolates. Here's 4. Zip up that core. Here's 3, 2, and freeze. Good. We're going to bring the shoulders over the hips. Stand up and release the arms. Good. Palms are going to come to the side. Shoulders up, back, and down. We're going to hip hinge one more. Bring the hands underneath the chest. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down, lifting up through the upper back. We're going to bring the arms out to the side. Palms are going to turn down. So this is for back shoulder. Really reaching wall to wall. Again, you should be able to see the weights in your side vision. Gaze is down, tucking the chin just a little bit. Reach through the fingertips and take it up to little pulses. Teeny tiny. Maybe the heels lift, seat sinks back. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, freeze and hold. And flutter, last 10, 9. So that little bend, stretch, press again. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna release the arms, pull the elbows up. Get them up a little bit above your body as high as you can, and then straightening the arms. Good. Heels can stay up, or feet can be flat. We're gonna flip the palms up. Really find length, reaching the fingertips behind you. Squeeze the upper back, zip the core, squeeze those triceps. Little presses up. Here's 10, 9. So it's an up, not a down. Really pressing up, focusing on that up. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold and freeze. We're going to turn the palms in. I want you to pretend like you have a big beach ball behind your back. And you're going to squeeze the beach ball. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Almost there. 4, 3, 2. Last freeze. Arms reach long. They reach high. They reach close. 3. Keep the squeeze. Float up. Heels come down. Relax the arms. Drop to one knee, weights go out of your way off the side. Good. We're going to take the arms back for a nice little tricep stretch. And then stretching to the other way. Releasing, circling the arms back, opening the chest. And then clapping the hands together and rounding forward. We're going to inhale nice and tall, and then round out once more. So bend the knees. You can bring the whole back into this, really rounding through the spine. Standing up, reaching the arms up, back and down, moving into legs. So we're gonna step nice and wide, about double shoulder width apart. We're gonna come into wide second, okay? We're gonna really press the inner thighs open. We're looking for the knees to be over the ankles. The toes are pointed with the knees. The knees are pressing back towards the pinky toes. So they're lined up more with your second toe. Ideally, you want the shoulders to come over the hips. You're going to release the glutes, find a nice neutral spine. So you should have the natural curvature of your low back going on. So we're pressing thighs back. If you feel like you're collapsing in, I want you to step the feet closer and work a little higher, okay? One final thing is if your back is gripping at all, you can come and press into the thighs, hinging a little bit as well. Great place to use the wall or the chair. Press through the full foot. You're going to magnetize the heels towards midline or towards your spine, kind of pulling them back. So you should feel the thighs turn on. And we're going to press it up, teeny tiny. Now with both feet on the ground, the arms can come at heart center. They can reach out to the side. If they're tired, they can just come back to your thighs, or they can reach up. We want to try to keep the shoulders over the hips. Here's 4, 3, 2, and freeze and hold. Hands come to the hips. You're going to lift just one heel, that right heel. You're going to bring it in just a hair so the ball of foot is underneath the knee. We're going to go up an inch and down an inch. Up an inch and down an inch. Again, maybe taking that left arm up, opposite arm. Really pressing, keeping that knee over the ball of the foot. Using the inner thighs to lift, they're cooperating. 2 more. Hold and freeze. That heel comes down. The arm comes down. The left heel lifts this time, so lifting it up. Bringing that ball of foot in just a hair, so the ball of foot is under the knee. Don't take it for granted. Take a check. Take that right arm up an inch, down an inch, up and down. So you're pressing through ball of foot and that whole right foot to lift. Squaring the shoulders over the hips. Nice and tall, core is tight. Here's 3. Here's 2. Freeze and hold. The heel comes down, hands come to hips. Feet can stay flat for our last little set here. Or both heels lift. And I'm going to turn so you can see. Coming down nice and low. We're going to press the thighs back, 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 back. So if you're using a chair or wall, try to use it as much as you need to, but as little as possible, if that makes sense. So you really put that gravity in. You're looking for a little bit of a shake, exhaustion. In bar, we work by muscle groups, muscle sets. So we did upper body, now we're into thighs. 4, 3, 2, hold, get low. Yes, we can. Pulse it up, last set, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, you can work as high as you like, 4, 3, 2, freeze. Take it up, shake it up. Nice. Moving into parallel. So feet are again hips distance, heels under hip bones. I'm going to pivot so you can see. Shoulders are rolling up, back, and down. Feet are mirror images. You're going to bend the knees, keeping shoulders over hips, over heels. Float the heels up if you want. You can lift them super high, squeezing the calves. You're going to shift down without leaning forward. So keeping yourself back. Now we're going to press up into little ups. Teeny tiny. Again, neutral spine. So I almost think about my glutes being relaxed. So we're really focusing on the front of the thigh. Tucking the hips, that's going to put it into the seat. And it's really bad for that low back, okay? So you want to keep it here. Your support is front core. Here's 10, 9. Light touch on the chair or the wall. 4, 3, 2, and freeze. Hang low. Now we're going to bump the hips right and left. So use the core to take the hips side to side. See if you can do this without moving your knees back and forth very much. Here's 4, isolation, 3, 2, hold low. Here's 4, 3, 2, stand it up, shake it out. Good. Last little move here, V position. So heels are gonna come together. Here's a little piece of pie between the toes. You're gonna bend the knees. They track to your second toe between your second and third toes, right? So we're gonna lift the heels up just an itty bit or all the way up again. You're gonna come low, shoulders over hips. Good. So use the side seat to squeeze the thighs back. And we're gonna press them back, 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 back. Good. So you can work as high as you like. Your legs are going to open wherever you're anatomically built for your hips. So some people are going to be able to open their legs up real wide. Me, not so much, okay? It just depends on how we're all built. We all look differently when we do bar especially. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Tune into your alignment, into your form, into your engagement as you get low. Last set, little ups again. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Can you bring your hands off your support? Maybe up. 4, 3, 2, and freeze. Get nice and low. Find that shake. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing it up. Good. Let's take a little thigh stretch. We're going to grab that right ankle. The knee is going to come under the hip. You're going to squeeze the glute to really lengthen through the front of the thigh and the quad. We're going to come forward into a tuck and then untuck, just to create a little more length. Full breath. Switching sides when you're ready. So grabbing the other ankle, knee shifts forward, right back down under. And then gently release. Good. We're going to come on down now for a little bit of seat work. I'm going to move my chair out of the way for this next part. You're going to come down onto hands and knees. We're going to focus on working the glutes. This is also quite a bit of core work. So I'm going to pull that towel in like I talked about. You're going to come down onto hands and knees. Knees under hips. We're going to actually start on our forearms, okay? So left palm presses, the right fist is going to lift, and you're going to bring that to your left elbow. So you're pressing to the right forearm. We're going to lift the right leg up, stretch it behind us, turn the pinky toe down. I want you to wake up the right forearm and the left knee, okay? So counter balance here. Gaze is down, tuck the chin a little bit, but don't let the head drop. Keep it up nice and strong. We're going to fold the leg, keeping the knee up hip height. And we're going to tap the knee down towards the floor and squeeze. So again, we're not arching the back. The low belly especially is pulled in. You're squeezing the mid part of your glute. Underneath that seat, I call it your seat crease, okay? Here's 2 more. And we're gonna hold it up hip height. You're gonna point your toe. If you want, you can turn your thigh out. You're gonna square your right hip down, press your right forearm, left knee, and we're gonna lift it up, teeny tiny. Belly button lifts. We've got 8 more of these, and if you want, you can turn them into circles, teeny tiny. So this focuses on upper glute, which is so important for low back strength. We don't work the upper glute in a regular squat or lunge, so we isolate it in bar. Here's 2 more. And last one, freeze and hold. Stretch the leg out nice and long, flex the foot, pinky toe points down again to square your hips. Carefully bring yourself up onto your hands. Push the floor away, lift the belly, dial the tailbone down just a little bit to pull any arch out of your back. And we're going to take it to little ups. So little bend into the elbows, kneecaps pointed down. You're squeezing that crease of your seat again. Really squeezing here. Get inside that contraction, stay inside it and work it. Here's 4, 3, 2, freeze and hold. Point the toe, okay? If you feel like you've got your balance, the right leg's up, so you're gonna reach the left arm. And we're gonna add those flutters, that bend, stretch, press, like we did in the beginning of the class with the arms. With the leg, with the arms. 8, 7, 6, 5. That's 4, 3, 2, freeze. See if you can bring the knee and the hand down to the floor at the exact same time. You're going to take your hands to the left and lean back to the right. So you should feel a whole nice stretch down through your right side body and your glute. Tap the chin, breathe into the back side of the rib cage. Hands come under shoulders and push yourself up. I'm just going to turn. You don't have to, but I'm going to turn so you can see my other leg working a little bit. Okay? So we're going to press the floor away. You're going to stretch the left leg back this time. Kneecap down, pinky toe down. Press away, dial the tailbone down, lift the low belly up. Tuck the chin a little bit, bringing yourself in neutral. We're going to fold that leg. Knee is hip height. And we're going to bring it down and squeeze up. So again, it's about the engagement and the squeeze. And press. Exhale. Pressing the floor away. We're really breathing. Two more. And hold and freeze up. Point the toe. If you want, turn the thigh bone out. So you're going to turn out like we're in those V positions. We were on our forearms, weren't we? So we're going to come back here, really waking up left forearm and right knee. And then we're going to take it to little ups. So we're just little presses. You can stay here, getting into that upper glute, into that side seat. And we're going to circle it around, teeny tiny. Really tiny circles. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and and 1. Good. Now, stretching the leg nice and long. We're going to come back up onto the hands, okay? Pointing the toe, flexing the foot, and we're going to take it to little ups. Pressing the floor away, really getting into the crease of that seat. Extending through the crown of the head. Lifting that core. And pause and hold, pointing the toe. Now, if you can, reach the opposite arm, so right arm, left leg. And we're going to flutter, so a little bend, stretch, press. So core is working, spinal balance is happening. Lots going on here. We're multitasking. Here's 4, 3, 2, and freeze. See if that knee and the hand can come down at the exact same time. Now we're going to take the hands to the right, and we're going to lean to the left. Gently bringing yourself up. We're going to come now into a plank position. So you're going to come from tabletop. You're going to stretch one leg out, and then the other for a nice long plank. So Anne did a little tutorial on this, so I thought it would be great to practice it today again. So we're going to push the hands away, maybe drop to your knees, but still really maintain that connection. So you have a nice connection from that chest line to right above the kneecaps. Everything is squeezing 360 degrees away around your body. You're going to bend your elbows just a little bit. Pull the inner elbows in towards each other. Your fingertips are spread. Don't worry about your thumbs, but your index fingers are forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades back towards your heels. And then your heart and your front body moves forward. So elbows bend, shoulder blades, back body moves back to heels, front body slides forward. Bend the knees. We're going to do just a little bit of a walk. Here's 10, press, 9, 8, 7, 6. The head is in a line with the spine. Try not to let it drop. Here's 4, 3, 2, freeze and hold. Maybe drop to your knees if you need to. And then little tricep presses. 10. So elbows are moving towards your rib cage. Just teeny tiny shoulders. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming on back into a nice little child's pose. Maybe taking it side to side with the hips. Moving the arms up and down. And then push yourself up to table. You're going to go ahead now and come over onto your seat. We're going to roll on down to the floor for sumo bridge. So, you're going to walk the feet in towards you. You're going to tuck the hips so the back waistband of your pants press to the floor. The feet are about mat width distance apart if you're using a yoga mat, or they're just wider than your hips. The toes are pointed diagonally with your knees. If this is uncomfortable at all, you can just do a traditional bridge in parallel, okay? If you want to try something a little bit different today, we're going to open it up to that sumo. You're going to press the shoulders into the ground. You're going to press to the heels, and you're going to lift the hips up. Pick the toes up. You can give them a wiggle if you want. Really squeeze into the heels. You're going to bring the belly button to your backbone. You're going to tuck the hips. So the rib cage comes down to the floor. So I have very little space between the back and the floor. My bum is really squeezed up tight. My knees are over my ankles, so if you need to make any adjustments, do that. And we're going to just lift up and down. Now it's not about the height, it's about the engagement. So really press through the heels to lift. As you press through the heels to lift, I want you to magnetize the heels, just like we did in that wide second pose. Bringing them towards midline or towards your spine. So you really feel those hamstrings turn on. We're going to hold, tuck, engage the core, This time, press through balls of feet as the heels lift. Really press through the ball of the feet. Fold the arms. Give yourself a little support with the upper arms. And we're going to pulse it up. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, freeze and hold. Last press. Here's 10, 9, 8, feet can stay flat. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower yourself down. We're going to bring the knees into the chest. Good. Give them a nice hug. Gently rock side to side. Our final little core exercise. We're going to gently rock yourself up. Now we're going to sit up nice and tall, finding that neutral spine. Lifting up through the chest, elbows come to the side. Leaning back, keeping the spine long. Zipping up. So you feel all the engagement through that front core. Okay, if you can keep that engagement, you're going to lift one leg up and float it. See how that feels. Check in. And then the other. Now, if you can keep your abs turned on, meaning no rounding, slouching. One arm comes out and then the other. And we hold. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's just gently rock back and forth a few times, just massaging the spine. And gently rock yourself up. We're going to roll over now onto hands and knees for our final stretch. Let's give ourselves some cat-cows. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips as we round. Take a moment here, feel your stretch. Maybe move side to side a little bit. Bending the elbows, giving yourself a nice back bend. And then just moving between the two poses as we extend and then flex through the spine. Good. So we're going to come up onto our knees. I'm just going to turn so you can see. We're going to bring our right foot forward, getting a nice stretch. So we're going to lean forward, squeezing through that left glute. The leg that's back, the arm's going to come up. We're going to turn the palm in and reach up and over. You can bring that arm down if you like, or keep a little more support here. Again, shoulders stay over hips. Hands come to hips. You're going to find your balance. You're going to pop this front toe out. If you have that chair handy, you can feel free to use that. Get a nice stretch to the back of the leg. You're just going to hinge forward. Foot is flexed. You can stay up as high as you need to, just looking for sensation in the belly of the hamstring, not pain. If you like, you can fold forward for a little deeper stretch. And then press the toes down, so you get a nice stretch to the front of your shin, front of your ankle. Slowly bring yourself up and switch it. Bringing the other leg forward. Getting a nice stretch. The leg that's back, that arm is going to come up. Turn the palm in and get a nice side body stretch here. And gently release, find your balance, shift back. And then we're going to pop that toe. Getting a nice stretch. We want to hold on to that chair or wall for balance, flexing the foot. You can fold over that leg if you like. And then gently press the toe down towards the ground, stretching out the front of that ankle, the shin a little bit. Bend that front knee, bring yourself up. Good. We're going to stand up, legs a little bit wider than hips. Take a nice big deep breath in, inhale, and exhale as hands pass through heart center. We're going to take it to forward fold. So one more release of the back. So we want to focus on bending the knees so the torso snuggles to thighs. So lats, more about low back here versus hamstrings. Tuck the chin, crown is down. Then you're going to press through your feet, drop your seat, lift your torso up super strong as you take a nice big deep breath here. Inhale and exhale. Thank you so much for joining me with Grin and Barre It. I hope to see you when we open again at the Wellness Center. Take care and have a